Adaora was the kind of girl whose laughter filled the smallest room with sunlight. To her widowed mother, she was not just a daughter, she was a second chance at life, a reason to wake up every morning after her husband's sudden death. Theirs was a fragile household, stitched together by love and sacrifice. Her mother sold fruits at the roadside to keep Adaora in school. Every coin earned was a step toward Adaora's dream, to study medicine and someday build a hospital so no one would suffer the way her father did when help came too late. Adaora was brilliant, not just with books but with kindness. She often gave away her lunch to classmates who had nothing. She believed in a simple truth her mother taught her: the hand that gives never lacks. But life has a cruel way of testing even the purest souls. One rainy evening, on her way home from extra lessons, Adaora boarded a rickety bus. She sat by the window, clutching her mother's worn umbrella, smiling at the thought of the hot yam porridge waiting for her at home. She didn't know the road ahead was a death trap, potholes swallowed by floodwater, the driver drunk, the brakes failing. The crash was sudden, merciless. Metal screamed against the asphalt, glass shattered like broken promises, and silence fell heavier than the rain. When rescuers arrived, Adaora was barely breathing, her blood mixing with the stormwater. By the time her mother reached the hospital, barefoot and drenched, it was too late. The girl who had been her world, her pride, her tomorrow, lay lifeless on a cold stretcher. Grief consumed the woman like fire on dry wood. She wailed until her voice cracked, cursed the heavens until she collapsed. The house that once echoed with laughter now roared with silence. Her fruit stall was abandoned. She wandered the streets like a shadow, clutching Adaora's old notebooks, reading her handwriting through tears. Neighbors pitied her, but none could carry her pain. One evening, months later, the mother found a letter hidden inside Adaora's school bag. It was a scholarship acceptance letter. Adaora had been selected to study medicine abroad. At the bottom of the page, scribbled in her child's familiar handwriting, were the words, "Mama, this is just the beginning. I'll make you proud." The mother fell to her knees, clutching the paper to her chest. That night, for the first time since the tragedy, she prayed, not for her daughter to return, but for strength to live as Adaora would have wanted. She reopened her fruit stall. Every child who came by hungry got a piece of fruit for free. She told them Adaora's story, teaching them kindness the way her daughter once did. And though her only daughter was gone, her light lived on. In every child fed, in every life touched, in every whispered prayer of a grieving mother who chose not to drown in sorrow but to turn her pain into love. Morals